The Toyota Land Cruiser is a name synonymous with resilience, exploration, and legendary off-road capability. Since its debut in 1951 as the BJ military model, it has served in war zones, deserts, jungles, and icy wastelands. But what if this iconic SUV were reimagined by an AI engineer in the year 2050? In this cinematic evolution, we explore a future where tradition meets technology, where the spirit of the Land Cruiser merges with cutting-edge artificial intelligence and futuristic design. The journey begins in post-war Japan, 1951. Inspired by the Willys Jeep, Toyota built the BJ prototype, a rugged four-wheel drive military utility vehicle. It wasn't glamorous, but it was a survivor, tough, simple, and built to climb Mount Fuji. That moment marked the birth of the Land Cruiser lineage. Through the 1950s and 60s, the FJ40 became a global symbol of durability, with its round headlights, boxy frame, and no-nonsense build. Farmers, soldiers, and adventurers fell in love with it because it could go where other vehicles feared to tread. Fast forward to the 60 series of the 1980s, a softer, more family-friendly cruiser that still retained the toughness underneath. This era marked a transition. Air conditioning, more comfortable seating, and interior upgrades made it a legitimate SUV for long journeys, not just remote expeditions. The Land Cruiser evolved with the times, appealing to a broader market. By the 1990s and early 2000s, the 80 and 100 series brought even more luxury, along with improved safety, suspension, and electronic aids. Toyota was no longer just selling a tool, it was selling an experience. These models became status symbols in some regions and trusted utility vehicles in others. The 200 series 2007-2021 and the recently launched 300 series 2021 present further elevated the Land Cruiser, combining comfort with off-road dominance. Independent suspension, adaptive cruise control, crawl modes, and premium interiors became standard, showing how the brand could walk the tightrope between rugged and refined. But then we leap ahead to 2050. This is where the story takes a bold turn. In a world dominated by AI, electrification, and hyper-connected vehicles, the Land Cruiser becomes something entirely new, without losing its soul. An AI engineer in 2050, operating in a society shaped by sustainability and technological integration, takes on a passion project to reimagine the Land Cruiser for the future. Not just as a transportation device, but as a self-aware off-road guardian, capable of navigating the Earth's harshest environments without a driver. The 2050 Land Cruiser concept is built on a fully electrified platform. It's not just powered by batteries, it's sustained by advanced solar and kinetic energy systems, allowing it to recharge in the field. The tires are adaptive, capable of changing tread patterns and pressure on the fly, responding to terrain data received in real time from onboard environmental scanners. The body, it's not sheet metal anymore. It's smart composite armor, lightweight yet stronger than steel, able to heal minor scratches with nanotechnology and repel dust, water, and even radiation. The exterior glows subtly with dynamic LED skin, changing colors based on weather, visibility, or mood settings. Gone are the traditional mirrors. Instead, Ultra HD panoramic cameras and holographic displays offer complete 360-degree awareness. Inside, there's no steering wheel unless you choose to engage manual override. The cabin is minimalist, yet supremely intelligent. It recognizes passengers through biometric scans and adjusts everything, from climate to lighting to suspension firmness, based on who's inside and where they're headed. But most impressive is the AI core, the cruiser's brain. Developed with quantum computing and machine learning algorithms, it understands terrain, weather, and even geopolitical conflict zones. It maps its own safe route in hostile environments, engages in real-time environmental conservation protocols, and can function as a mobile survival base if needed. Voice commands are outdated. The 2050 Land Cruiser responds to neural intent. Its AI co-pilot not only assists but learns. It recalls your driving habits, favorite destinations, preferred navigation shortcuts, even your emotional state. If stress levels rise, it might adjust the suspension to offer a smoother ride or play calming sounds collected from Earth's remote forests and oceans. In terms of performance, the 2050 Land Cruiser is powered by in-wheel magnetic motors, offering each wheel independent torque distribution. Hill climbs, deep water crossings, and vertical rock faces are handled with ease. The SUV can hover for short bursts, using magnetic levitation in certain terrains where contact traction isn't possible. It's the pinnacle of what "go anywhere" means. Autonomy doesn't mean detachment. There's still a connection to the heritage. On the console screen, you can swipe through an interactive timeline, from the BJ to the 70 series, to the legendary 80s, and then up to this futuristic beast. Each generation is honored, its DNA encrypted into the vehicle's AI matrix. The seats are stitched with traditional Japanese patterns. The badging remains minimal. Just the word, Land Cruiser, etched in titanium, glowing with backlight. Designed for both Martian expeditions and African deserts, the 2050 Land Cruiser isn't just a vehicle. It's a monument to evolution. A machine built to survive the apocalypse or escort a diplomat across shifting political landscapes. It's equipped with remote medical diagnostics, drone launch pads, and water filtration modules. With climate change-threatening terrain around the globe, vehicles like this become mobile ecosystems, capable of preserving life, knowledge, and safety in isolated conditions. This reimagined cruiser is also a global connector. Through quantum network nodes, it can sync with satellites, predict solar storms, and coordinate with disaster relief networks. It's the perfect fusion of Toyota's legacy of reliability and AI's promise of foresight. What started as a military truck in 1951 has, by 2050, become something almost mythological, a digital camel ready to trek across the data dunes of the future. This evolution honors every generation that came before while leaping into a new dimension of design, intelligence, and utility. This concept wasn't created by one person, it was shaped by decades of engineering excellence, user feedback, and the raw, undeniable need for mobility in uncertain times. The AI engineer simply provided the final canvas, using tools far more powerful than today's design software. Feeding historical data, performance reports, weather models, and even Land Cruiser owner stories into an algorithm, they generated not just a car, but a story. And now, through AI-generated cinematic visuals, viewers can experience this transition firsthand. From the dusty trails of the Australian outback in a 60 series to the glowing dunes of a Mars-like desert in the 2050 concept, the Land Cruiser remains unbroken. A name etched not just into metal, but into human ambition itself. So buckle in. This is more than a vehicle evolution, it's a visual journey across time, technology, and terrain. Welcome to the future of adventure. Welcome to the Land Cruiser 2050.